So guys, I thought I'd have a start in here. Managed to get, let's say, all the nettles that were growing out. There's still roots, and I'm sure it'll be an onward going thing, but all the other side of that fence where all raspberries were and that were all full of nettles, so I've stripped all that out. And yeah, it's better. I mean, chickens won't eat the nettles, as I say, I'll keep digging it up. But I've just made this torture device for chickens. It's not actually a torture device, it's a green feeder. And basic as you get, just some wire cloth, and I've just bent it into a box that's like 6 inches, 5-6 inches, and just wire tied it, put my teeth in, and then just throw some. It's actually rabbit food because these have got pellets now, but there's a lot of wheat and that in there. I'm gonna see how that goes, and what I'll probably do is build 2 more, and then as that one's got used up I can move it and replant another one, but have 2 more going through, because then that'll keep them with some green food through summer, apart from the scraps that we throw them, but that's just something for them to pick out, keep them interested. But when I put it down and threw seed in, it was like a torture device. They all come and stood on top of it looking at the seeds that they can't get. I've got to sprinkle some soil over it. I've got a few other things to show you as well. Another thing I'll say, I've just fixed my fork. It got left out. I tried to dig them nettles out, broke the handle off it, but what I did have was a piece of plastic coated stainless steel heating pipe. Fitted that on. That's the last handle that fork will ever have. I cut it longer because it's much easier to dig using a long handle, less pain on the back. Put long handles on your forks and spades, lads, so much easier. So, beautiful flowers, what's missing? What's missing from there? I'll show you some others and you tell me, and then I'll tell you. The apple tree's now out in full blossom. What's missing? I can see one where there should be hundreds. I've been down here and again, well, most of the day, pulled all nettles out from between these. This all needs mowing. This is where chickens were on last year, but I don't want them on here this year. But there's no bees. I've hardly seen a bee. I've just seen one, and which is up there, and that might be an overfly. Eyeballs aren't that great, but I've hardly seen any bees this year. Even when crocuses were out, there were no bees, and they're usually absolutely swarming, you know, because it's like first sort of nectar at season. But that should be covered in bees. It's usually buzzing down here, which is a little bit worrying, you know. This actually smells really nice, but no bees. No bees, not a one. Sue felt sorry for me, fetched me some plugs to make up for the disaster I was having with the mouse. They're all kohlrabi, there's a dozen kohlrabi there. The asparagus are starting to come, should get a meal off that this week. We're hopefully going to get some rain tomorrow. I did say hopefully, because we haven't had any really. And as well as the kohlrabi, she bought me that Swiss chard and one cucumber, look. Poor fella, all on his own. I managed to pick a few of them lettuce out. I'm not happy with this soil either. Again, just had nothing but disasters with soil. And these are all the wildflowers again, which have all started to come pretty well. But again, not super. But they'll be going at the side of the chickens and at that bit of no man. Well, it's not no man's land, it's my land, but it's fenced off from my side and it's fenced off from the other side. So they'll be doing that. I'll show you what's going on in cellar now. It's quite funny what happened in there, although it's not funny. I'll show you. So what happened? I left it a few days. I replanted it a couple of days ago. There are, you probably can't see them, there's probably 1 or 2 little bits just starting again, but I replanted it. But what happened, I left it just to see what came up. Those tomatoes came up, that's one he missed. Unfortunately, I didn't have many of them seeds. They're little heart-shaped cherry tomatoes, so I'm not buying any more. But all these nasturtiums started to come up, but not where I planted them. This is lettuce, nasturtiums, a little clump. He planted about 5 or 6 seeds altogether in there. He planted 5 or 6 seeds altogether in another pot. He'd obviously eaten all the small stuff, had his fill, and then decided to store nasturtium seeds in different places. So quite a lot of them come up. I don't know, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, which is probably about what I planted. So he didn't eat any of them. Maybe they weren't to his taste, which, you know, I'm pleased about that. But now I'm playing waiting game again, aren't I? So, but yeah, that's what happened. So, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and don't forget, it's always nice to be nice.